Do we have like any more instant coffee? Because I think we're almost out.
There's enough for you to make some.
Okay, but I think we need more. I looked in the cabinet and I didn't see any.
We do have more.
Alright then.
I'm just watching.
Do you have any suggestions?
Let me see.
Should I start from the beginning of the part?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
Where is that in the piece? Where is it?
Da, 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 da,
No. Is it in tune? Sounds like it's pretty well in tune.
yeah, and then I got this.
Well, I see a really huge crescendo. So what do you think this part of the piece has for feeling?
Probably.
Is this an excited, I'm gonna go up to the store, or is it I'm getting some gold at the top of the at the end of the rainbow?
Maybe.
Or is it
It's
I'm
like-
really mad about something? What is the feeling?
It's kind of like an opening because that never happened.
It's kind of like this person is finishing a big sentence, and then the other person goes, "But I'm gonna go get it, da da da. But I'm da 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 da." So in order for you to do a crescendo, what do you have to do with your bow to make it louder?
For once, I might need to fasten it, but you might need, since you start at the tip, you can go.
Is it all in the A string?
Yeah.
Show me
Wait,
how. Okay, show me the bowing of open strings. No, no fingers. Just show me what the bowing will be. Let me hear that again. Make it louder and louder and louder. Ya da 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 da. Okay, now add the fingers and do the same bow. Almost. Sounds great to me, kid. Keep up the good work.
Okay. Now I'm up to the chords. So is it okay if you set a timer for each chord is going to get 5 minutes? So 5 times 3 is 15, so I need 15 minutes for all the chords.
Is that what you've decided? Each chord gets 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Or 5 minutes? I think, why don't you try the first chord and see how long it needs, and then...
That's for the F sharp. Open strings.
Oh, you're doing the open strings? Oh, good. Let me hear the open strings. And what are the notes on the chord eventually for that chord?
Well, it's actually, this is how I do it on the open strings. I did the wrong thing. And the notes are da da da
Why don't you just play the last note in the open strings? Ew, that's creepy sounding. Do it again. How come, did Marcia tell you to start by stopping in the first 2 notes?
Yeah, and then that sounds but
And then the next step, you
And
make it
then-
more chordy. Yeah, why don't you do that with the last note?
could I add the F sharp?
Why don't you play all of the notes, one each with open string? Play the first note with open string.
Wait.
Play it the way Marcia told you, with the stop and go. And now play it all together.
No.
So what's hard about that? Keeping all the bow hair on the string?
No, it's hard to get it on both strings, kind of, for me. It's kind of,
Are you smushing?
what do you mean?
Well, chords are kind of smushy.
Oh, wait, no, you're not supposed to smush the bow.
Well, you have to smush a little bit to keep the bow on both strings.
I know, but like,
Well, you remember the chord in
quint.
the beret? Ya-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Play that up bow. It's not smushing. I don't mean pressing. I mean,
Oh, you
I mean,
mean
you
like
have to-
you have to like have some.
you have to have some contact. You know?
Like that kind of contact.
Let me see. It's kind of like it's kind of like a reverse chicken.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Scooping.
scooping ice cream or something.
You called it like rowing.
Why don't you just try it? Why don't you just try playing around with it? You know what's hard about it? It's mental. When you have your fingers all stretched out, it's hard to keep
It's
your
like the
fingers
chorus.
relaxed and do the
Yeah.
notes.
Now I'm gonna do the A.
That's good. The real trick also is to keep the bow moving, even though you need to stop it, like Marcia said,
Sometimes to practice.
to
it.
practice it. That gives you some cling, right? You have to have a smooth cling.
Like that. Now I'm gonna do the
I don't
F
know. You
sharp.
seem like you're doing a good job. Keep it up. Don't. Okay, so that was a long time on that one. Why don't you move on to the next chord? Don't do anything except open strings today, and move on to the next one and do only open strings. Okay?
Okay. I coughed right on time. Now here comes the.
don't have any.
No, but I put it in the violin.
No, it can't go in your violin if it's not in your arm.
Oh.
Okay, just play an open string with the weight in your arm. Relax your... Still more. Does it sound louder to you? A little? Bye.
There we go. Whoa. No, it has to. Now we have to do. Okay. Two and two and two and two and five and six and
Okay, so
ow.
you're doing a really nice job, but here's the thing. Once you get it in tune, which some of these are in tune, take one of the hard passages and make music out of it. Ya na na na. What is that one? This one here?
It's
Wait, this one, yeah. Da 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 da. No, not that one. I've heard you work on that one. So, what does that sound like to you? Ya da 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 da.
sounds
What?
like our radios.
But what does it sound like in music? You know what it sounds like to me? Maybe I won't ask you. Maybe I'll just tell you. You know, in some places in the world, there are these caves. And a lot of times caves are wet, you know, and there's things that drip down. So like you can be walking through one of those caves and it goes ding on your head. So it's like you start walking kind of quietly because there's like a drip that can hit you. And then you're tiptoeing. Da 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 da. That's what it reminds me of. See if you can play it like that. Like, and then somebody's crying, don't hit me, or something. No, don't hit me. Or don't leave me, honey, I'll die. It's like a tragic romance right here. And then the man says, but I'll save you in my arms, or something. Really, it's da-da-da-da-da. It's like a man and a woman here, and it's a love scene. That's what I see. Play the sad part of it and get it all in one bow. That's it. But I don't want you to play more than that. Just a ya-da-da. Yeah, so you could just do. That's another idea. So you can accent the notes that are hard to make them stick in there. And then make that note. So here's what I'd like you to do. You play that sad passage and then play the open string crescendo. Yeah. Give me my money back. I'll never give it back to you. Try it.
Okay.
And put some weight in your arms so that you really... Okay, now, that was great. But listen, I want you to watch how much bow you use for the first three sad parts. Right, so save your bow, you know, you are squeezing in 10 notes on this much bow, on the hardest part of the bow that you can't even reach. Play all of it in half of the bow. Start at the frog. Yeah, but if you have to play that many notes in that short of a bow, what do you have to do? Do you move the bow faster or slower? Okay, play me the slowest long E string bow, open string that you can. Okay, well, I don't think it has to go that slow, do you? Do it again. Ya da 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 da. You could do it in that much bow with that slow of a bow.
But then the next part is like.
So you have to be at the tip. So this is bow distribution. You are the conductor of your bow distribution. Decide how much bow you need to get to the tip for this. Right. Try that again. And then this time do it, and when you do the next note, don't play the notes, just do the open bow crescendo. You can do one finger of it. What does it start on?
What do you mean?
A. So just do a long A. Na 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 na. But that goes on two strings. The A has to go to the E. Right, do that again. Hey, wait. How come every time you start this, you go like this? Why do you have to do a retake? Okay, start at the frog. Circle around and ya-da-da. and touch. Ya da 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 da. And check your bow hand and come down. Ya da da. I think the first note's pretty strong on this, isn't it?
Yeah.
And doesn't it say forte? What does it say here? It just says triplet. It's the end of a. It's at the end of a crescendo. This is supposed to be a huge note, vibrated too. And don't use up all the bow while you do it. Yeah. Good. No, only the A. Sorry. And also, don't do it twice. Just start here. Come around and yeah. Right, but I want you to only focus on this passage and the A because I want you to slow down your bow. Right, do that 3 more times. Slow bow. Okay, this time watch where your bow is on the string. Okay, try to finish the whole thing, a whole down bow by about here, okay? Right, so I'm just trying to show you that you have a lot of bow there. So circle around, circle around and so come around. Be friends with your string. Be friends. You know what I mean by that? Oh, good. Be friends. Come back and... Right. You still used a lot of bow for the first note, but if you're going to vibrate it, go ahead and use a lot of bow, but make sure you slow it down somewhere after about this much. Maybe. Where else does it have some music? Is there any other notes you can vibrate? Yada.
There's another one.
That one. Yada da da dee da da dee da da da. I thought it's a down bow. Good. That's sounding way better. Okay, you have to be careful not to hit the bottom here, and also that time you used too much bow.
Oops.
You used it up. Well, I'm only having you circle because I want you to come in and be really close friends right here, kissing. Kiss. Kiss me and kiss me again. That was pretty good. Just don't drift over to the fingerboard too much. Kiss me. Kiss me and kiss me again. And then da, 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 da. So why is that noise happening at the end? No, I think you're clipping the bottom here. Look, it's getting scratched or something. So
I know it's getting scratched from other times, but my metal thing at the bottom is...
well, then you have to watch that, okay? So don't kiss too close. All right, I think you can move on. Did you do all the chords 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, what else do you have? Some of those weird sounding things. What are they? Yost? Do you have any roasted Yoasts to do?
I have C.
You better stop and start so you can upload these more quickly, okay?